do next.
Thank you, Convener. That was a really helpful summary of all the work that's been done, and I think we can see already the petition is showing a light on practices that most families know nothing about until they are bereaved and find themselves in this really difficult situation. So again, pay tribute to Anne, her husband Jerry, and Anne's here today with her friend. It's been a very difficult few years for the family. I know that Anne will feel that not a lot of progress has been made, but I think having the Lord Advocate here to give evidence, we were able to follow up on that. The commitment around the scanner project is welcome, but it's clear that Scotland is still out of step with the rest of the UK and Ireland, and indeed other parts of the world where families do have more choice and where reforms have been made following scandals coming to light. Colleagues will remember that Anne and Jerry had to hunt around Scotland to reclaim samples of Richard. You know, we went to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital after being told there were no more tissue samples, and then they were found. And no one's ever truly apologised for that. Just last week, Anne advises that the Procurator Fiscal told her that the officials who attended the day that Richard died, their names have all been redacted from paperwork for data protection, but there is no transparency for families when their loved one has an invasive post-mortem, even when the death is clearly not suspicious, as was the case with Richard. So for Anne, these remain very traumatic and heavy issues. In terms of what next, I mean, I really appreciate that you have taken us directly to the First Minister, Convener, but we still don't have clarity on the scanner pilot, and I think it would be good to hear directly from the Lord Advocate and her team on that. And this issue about informing and getting permission from next of kin, and the real issues around human retention. It's not really an issue for the petition, but Anne has asked me to draw to your attention some of the media coverage over some very difficult issues right now around human bones being sold widely on the internet. When organs are being retained and families don't know, you can imagine where people's minds end up. And again, I refer to the part of the petition that does say that brain should not be routinely removed if it's not a suspicious death, and I think the reasons for that have been set out in other sessions. So again, I sympathise with the committee in terms of the time that the Parliament has left, but I would agree with Mark Griffin that by keeping this on the agenda, we can hopefully continue to make some progress and momentum. It's such a taboo issue. It's difficult to talk about. It's been difficult to get MSPs and ministers to kind of get involved in this. But I think at the moment, the committee is not just Anne's only hope, but the thousands of people, the 3,400 people who've now signed this petition, who are looking to the committee for your help. So thank you, Convener.